Hey everyone, just wanted to give you a quick message before we begin today's episode. As absurd as this sounds, we were giving out the wrong website address.
Womp, womp, womp.
I know. It's a quandary. It's confusing.
It's a quandary.
It is a quandary. But here's Mel with the correct website address.
Yes. So it's theabsurdpodcast.ca. Not to be confused with what I said otherwise.
Right.
So that's where you can go to find all of our links and all of our streaming services. Everything where you can contact us.
So once again, that's theabsurdpodcast.ca. Thanks, guys, and sorry for the confusion. All right, here's today's episode.
The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to The Absurd, a podcast about the absurd. We look at absurd news stories, absurd history, and even some absurd mysteries. And sometimes we bring our own absurd tales into the mix. Yes, we do. That angelic voice you heard is Mel, my co-host, my charming co-host. Say hello to Mel.
Being very nice today. Hi.
Hi, Mel.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm pretty peachy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used that. Where did I use that term the other day? I think I was at a restaurant in Guelph, and the server, she came over. I believe her name was Amber. Yes, it was Amber. Because it reminded me of Amber Heard. And she said, "How are you?" And I'm like, "Peachy." She said, "I love that term." Me too. Because who doesn't love peaches?
Peachy.
Do you like peaches?
I do love peaches.
Damn right you like peaches.
Yeah. Going to the country and eat a lot of peaches. I have no clue.
Presidents of the United States.
Yeah, okay.
No, they're not. Like, they weren't really the president.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
I follow
just
you.
A name. Anything exciting with you? Everything good?
Actually, do you know what I bought over the weekend? I forgot. I talked about the shampooer last week.
Yeah, carpet shampoo.
I bought a bidet.
Did you?
I did. So it's an attachment that goes on your current toilet.
Yeah.
And
have you tried it?
I'm not mad about it.
Well,
it's
I have never used one, but everyone who has almost refuses to go without it.
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't have to get graphic here. Has anybody else used it in your family?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you don't want to walk around town with a squishy ass. Well, I don't. But so you got to dry yourself, right?
Yes.
How do you do that?
I just use toilet paper. No, I just use toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a dumb question on my part.
It would be cool if there was like a little dryer on it, though.
Well, some of them do.
Yeah.
I don't know if those little portable ones sort of thing. Can I ask roughly how much did it cost?
It was like $50.
Is that it?
Amazon.
And then how do you listen to us talking about like nobody even is listening? Maybe they're not now. Maybe they've all left.
It may be.
How do you hook it into the water supply?
It comes with all the parts to it.
Was it hard to do?
No, I did it.
Oh, well, then it wasn't hard to do.
I know. I was impressed. Trust me, I was proud of myself.
Can you readily remove it from the toilet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a different, like a T, I don't know what the actual term is,
yeah.
But like a T adapter that goes on there.
Okay.
So you've got the two that are there already, and there's an extension that has the hose to the bidet.
Okay, I have more questions, but we'll do that over our post-recording lunch and beers.
Yeah. But
I'm intrigued.
it's...
What inspired that?
Just people talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, my neighbors have it, and my parents have one, and I was like, I should get one.
So they're almost ubiquitous around the world.
Yeah.
Like, lots of places are just unheard of not to have them.
I know.
Right? Wonder why I never caught on here.
I don't know. But I recommend.
No,
it's a little shocking, I'm not going to lie.
I'm sure that it is.
Like, you can get ones with, like, hot water or hookup and
right.
So it's, at first it's a little, ooh.
Well, it's not a familiar sensation, is it? Generally.
My son, I was showing my son.
Yeah.
And he wanted to try it. So I'm like, yeah, go for it. So, he's 9. He has no shame. So he jumps right on in front of me. And I'm like, all right, because there's a dial on it that's, controls the speed at which it comes out.
Okay.
And so he sits down and he turns it up and he shrieks. And I was like, are you okay? And he's like, it got me right in the ween.
It's a good band,
and I'm like, oh yeah, you're little. I'm like, scooch forward a little bit.
Yeah, right.
And then he did it again, and then he's, ah!
Did this one, was it a touchdown the second time? Did it go where it was supposed to?
Yeah. He's like, oh man, that went right to the spot.
Is that so? Did he like it? Is he inclined to use it again?
No, I don't think so. He was like, I don't know about this.
By the way, Ween's a great band.
Ween?
Yeah, Ween.
Oh yeah.
Love them.
He's always called it Ween. It's Ween.
I'm gonna have to introduce him to the band. And
he'll just giggle the whole time.
He'll change his ways. Do you know what?
But yeah.
Oh, never mind.
What?
No. Wow, that is a good story.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, cool.
I recommend.
Yeah, well,
you're
not the first one to do it, and I'm not against the concept.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going first today.
Yeah, you go.
Hey, do you play chess?
I don't.
Me neither.
I have no idea how to play.
I have, and sometimes people are like, I can't believe you don't play chess. I'm like, whatever. That's not what I say usually. But,
I can't believe you're dumb.
Well, I have sat down, especially now in this day and age with apps, with tutorials and so forth.
Sure.
I have thought, I should learn how to play this. And I started playing, I'm like, oh, this is boring. I'm like, why should I learn how to play this?
Yeah.
Do I need to?
Yeah, I've made it this far in life. I'm good.
Look, I have no criticism of the game.
No.
None whatsoever. But it doesn't hold an appeal for me.
No, not really.
But as you know, it is a world-renowned game, obviously. And with chess masters. Mm-hmm. And in Russia in particular, it's a very popular game.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Very often the chess... Is that the right word? Chess masters?
Yeah, I think so.
Are Russian. Anyway, so, like lots of games, lots of sports. Mm-hmm. This isn't a sport, but lots of competitions. Some people take it seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe even too seriously.
Did you watch the show on Netflix, The Queen's Gambit? Is that what it was called?
I did not, but I really like that actor.
It was really good.
Anya Taylor-Joy? Anya Joy Taylor, one of the two.
I don't know.
The blonde.
Yeah,
She's in the movie The Witch.
Okay.
It's actually Witch, but back in oldie English, you spell W with 2 V's. Oh. So and they use the movie, it's scary. But non-usual scary, not jump scares or whatever. Anywho, I do like her, and I've heard that is very good.
It's good. Yeah, I recommend.
I've heard that. But anyways, so we have this Russian chess player. She faces jail after video shows her allegedly poisoning her opponent with mercury. Okay. Now, I don't know how much any of us know about mercury, but it's no joke. You know what I mean?
Nope.
You don't know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
Okay.
I'm saying it's no joke.
No, totally not. Anyway, so a Russian chess player has been suspended from the game and faces up to 3 years in jail for poisoning her opponent on camera. Everything happened at the Dagestan Chess Championship on August 2nd and was first reported by a Russian Telegram channel before reaching government media. It's weird, the Telegram, that app? Mm-hmm. The dude who runs it is now in prison.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the CEO of it is facing some serious time. I'm not even sure what for. Okay, I'm going to try these names here. So this chess player, Amina Abakarova.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thank you. A 40-year-old player from the Russian Republic of Dagestan was scheduled to play, this one's not as good, Umya Ganal Osmanova. I'm just going to call her Osmanova.
Okay.
Who's a 30-year-old longtime rival who had beaten Abakarova into second place in a tournament the week prior. The pair had known each other for years and had recently been involved in a close-run match that was awarded to Osmanova. I'm not sure why I put that emphasis on the end of every Russian sentence.
I liked it.
Thank you. Around 20 minutes before the match was due to start, security camera footage caught Abakarova approaching the table before smearing liquid mercury from a thermometer over the chessboard and pieces. Jeez. According to chess.com, Abakarova then asked prior to whether the cameras were in use at the venue, and she had been told they weren't. Liquid mercury from thermometers can be dangerous if touched with the skin. Yeah. But the real danger is inhalation or, in the worst case, swallowing the substance, which can be fatal. In the event, Osmanova began complaining that she was unwell, nauseous, and dizzy around half an hour after the game began. Doctors were called who concluded that poisoning may have been the cause, and after revealing the security footage, which can be seen on the website, the police were called and Abakarova was arrested. The victim, Osmanova, later said she felt terrible, disgusting, and morally depressed. I want to know what morally depressed is like.
I don't know.
Like, I weep for the future kind of thing?
Maybe.
After realizing she had been poisoned, adding that another player had also fallen ill. I still feel bad, Osmanova told Russia Today. In the first minutes, I felt a lack of air and a taste of iron in my mouth. I had to spend 5 hours on the board. I don't know what would have happened to me if I hadn't seen it earlier. According to Russian media, Abakarova confessed to personal hostility towards Osmanova, adding that she wanted to, quote, knock her out of the tournament. Should she be found guilty of the attempted poisoning, she faces up to 3 years in jail. The Russian Chess Federation has temporarily suspended her, and pending its own investigation is likely to issue a lifetime ban from the game.
I would hope so.
Yeah. The motives of such an experienced competitor are incomprehensible, said this dude. He's Dagestan's Minister of Sport. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I'm sorry, everyone. The action she took could have led to a most tragic outcome, threatening the lives of everyone who was present, including herself. Now she must answer for what she did. Like, nobody really enjoys losing, I don't think.
No.
Pretty much everybody who plays a sport or a game wants to win.
Excuse me.
I'll take that as a yes. But holy,
yeah.
You know what? I'm willing to risk killing you and yourself because you're playing against her.
Right. Yeah. Like, it's not like you're on the other side of the room.
Right.
You're still playing the same pieces.
Put it in her
water bottle. So it doesn't make any sense.
But to kill somebody over that.
Yeah, over chess.
And now, you're almost certainly never playing chess.
Yeah, you're never going to win now.
Good one.
Yeah, well
Good
done.
One. That was well thought.
SMRT. Yeah,
SMRT.
wow. That's some serious chess playing.
Yeah, dude.
Did anybody else get sick, or it was just her?
It said the one other player became ill as well, though I don't think it, not as badly, not with as great as symptoms as to Abakarova.
Right.
No, it's not right.
But the one...
Osmanova.
The one playing, though, she didn't get sick. Like the one that put out the mercury.
Sorry?
She didn't get sick. The one that
planted it?
Yeah.
It didn't say she did, but the Dagestan Minister of Sports says that she risks the lives of all who were playing, all who were present, including herself.
Yeah.
So I kind of think that this article might have been translated from Russian into English.
Yeah.
So there might be some points missing, because I know some of the words here are a bit stumbly.
Yes.
It's not bad. But it's not written by a native English speaker.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, it sounds like she was right there.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Mercury, man. Like, they don't even put Mercury in thermometers
Where do you
anymore.
even get that?
Mercury?
Yeah.
Well, she got it from a thermometer.
Yeah, but where'd she get the
Do you not
thermometer?
pay attention in class?
Yeah.
Where'd she get the thermometer?
Yeah.
I don't know, drugstore?
I guess.
Like, where they...
I haven't seen one of those in forever.
What do you mean, like an oral thermometer?
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't seen
got
one. Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one in a long
No,
time.
and everybody
Do they
goes
even make
digital.
them anymore?
Well, clearly if I bought one.
Well, when did you buy it? In like
3 years ago.
1946? I don't know.
Yeah, right. Only decades before I was born. Chucklehead. No, I got it at Shoppers over yonder.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you
the
could buy
vid.
them.
And then I realized how stupid I was.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bought a digital one.
Yeah.
Well, because the Mercury... Well, it's not Mercury anymore. But they're hard to read, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not the numbers, but to get the red...
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
So I still have it for emergencies.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I need to poison anyone.
Right. Got it.
But yeah, I don't think they use Mercury anymore.
No.
For that reason.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Like if you go to Reddit or even just on YouTube and type in like Mercury and watch some of the stuff they do with Mercury, it's funky, dude. Because it's a metal, right? It's a heavy metal.
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that. It's like I've met you before.
No. Okay, you got something for us?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I have. We're gonna go to Japan.
Ooh, I very much want to go to Japan.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Damn right. Except for all the fish.
All the what?
Fish.
All the fish?
Well, they eat a lot of fish, dude.
Yeah.
But they have good beef, Kobe beef.
Ooh.
All right. Sorry.
Anyway, we're talking about food.
Oh, yeah.
Japanese realtor kidnaps junior high school girls and encourages them to study.
Okay.
It's not funny, but it kind of is.
It's kind of weird, though.
Kidnap you. You study.
But why just girls? That's the creepy part.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, kidnapping, period, is creepy. Right? But anyway, go on.
A 37-year-old Japanese real estate business owner. He was arrested for allegedly kidnapping a junior high school girl and keeping her inside his home for 2 months.
Whoa.
I'm going to try and pronounce this one now.
Okay.
Hiroakai Saku
Cool.
was arrested on November 27th, obviously last year, for keeping
Oh,
a
not
junior...
this coming November.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I got
good.
this from the
Cool.
Time Traveler's website.
Ooh.
Hirokai Saku. He was arrested on November 27th for said kidnapping. He became acquainted with the female student via Twitter and allegedly lured her into his apartment. "Come to my home. If you study, I'll take care of you," the man said in his Twitter reply to the student, who tweeted saying she wanted to run away. The student then stayed at his apartment from August to late October. She also sent a letter to her parents to let them know that she was alive. How considerate.
Well, it is. It's still shitty. But...
The student is not the only girl Saku kept in his apartment. The man also kept another student after he contacted her in September. "I have another girl lodging at my place. I'll pay for your living expenses so you'll have nothing to worry about. I wanted her to become an employee at my business in the future," the man told police.
The light dawns.
In September, one student's father filed a missing persons report at the Yurwa police station.
Cool.
Police were able to track down the home through Twitter exchange he had with the students. He was first arrested on October 29th at his rental apartment, where police found the girls reportedly studying. Jesus. According to the police, the two high school girls were fed 3 times a day and stayed at a separate home. The girls were reportedly free to leave whenever they wanted and allowed to contact their parents through their phones. So he wasn't technically holding them so they couldn't leave, but he took care of them so they wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they had if they wanted to leave,
because they could come and go.
Interesting.
They were free to go. So he still, I don't know if the word kidnap is probably the right word, but he lured them to his home. And it doesn't say he did anything freaky with them, but
Other than kidnapping.
Other than kidnapping.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But, yeah.
Well, and so his motivation was he wanted at least one of these girls
He had to work for him.
In the future.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, if I teach them how to study and I teach them the tricks of the trade, then they'll stay with me and they'll be taught well and be able to work for me.
That's really weird, dude.
So, yeah.
And did he obviously face some sort of legal ramifications?
It didn't say what actually happened to him. But I would assume he just says he was arrested. So, but I didn't see anything about what he got for it.
Right, okay. That's interesting. I wonder if the parents decided they were cool with it. Reason I say that is, so I used to teach Koreans like English as a second language online.
Right.
All right. Most of them were corporate people, like adults. Mm-hmm. But some of them were like, I never had any little kids, thank God. But I certainly had some teens. Mm-hmm. And like in Japan, I know is quite similar in that if you're not number one, you might as well be last. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Like second best ain't good.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to this one girl, and I think her name was Minji, if I remember correctly. Really nice girl. Like, she was like 17. Mm-hmm. I don't know why she was taking English. She had zero accent when she spoke English. And she spoke English very well. There was only occasionally that I had to correct her word choice. But she wasn't far off. And she went to Korean school all day, like learned in Korean. Mm-hmm. And then at like 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon, she went to English school until 11 at night.
Holy.
Every day. Every day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Oh, totally horrible. And I talked to people who I had a lot of people who work for Sanyo and Kia Hyundai, same company. Mm-hmm. And one of them, she was a young woman, 24, 23 years old, again, spoke quite good English. She was an engineer. I think she was at Hyundai Kia. She worked 7 days a week. Like full time.
Wow.
That was it. And this may not come as a big surprise on the tail of this, but those countries have amongst the highest suicide rates in the world.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because they're just worked to death.
Yeah.
And strive to death. You know, like, you've got to be number one. I taught a couple of kids here who were Korean. They lived here. The one family, they moved here to get their kids educated. Mm. Like in the public school system.
Yeah.
And then they'll move back when they're all graduated.
Oh, really? Yep. They'll go back?
Right back to Korea.
Wow.
And they don't hate it here.
Right.
But they recognize that the education here is an English language education.
Right.
Immersed in an English society.
Yeah.
Which gives them a heads up of applying to English universities.
Mm.
Right?
Interesting.
And the work ethic was unbelievable. You know?
That reminds me of, it's kind of off topic of what we were talking about, but anyways, Japan.
Yep.
But it was actually Korean kids. There's a girl that I know, she's looking after some Korean boys. Mm-hmm. And their parents ship them over, and I'm talking like little boys. Mm-hmm. And just sends them across the other side of the world so they can be educated properly.
Yep. Or educated in the way they want them.
Yes. In English society is what they wanted them to have. But, and she, like, I was talking to her, and she's like, yeah, that one boy, I've had him since he was 6. He's now 9.
Jeez.
And there was another one, a little bit older. And I'm like, how, like, as a parent, I don't know how one person can just, here you go, strange people on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Take my children.
And do they go home in the summer or anything? Really, eh?
No.
Do parents come over here at all?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
That's surprising.
So I think she had a couple years, and then they went back to Korea, and then they had to do kind of the whole process over again. However, whatever paperwork, red tape is required for that, I don't know.
Right.
But they had to go back, sort of reapply, to come back again.
Well, yeah, it'd be a student visa.
Yeah.
It would only be for so long.
Yeah.
And visas, I don't know, student visas are the same as a working visa.
Mm-hmm.
You can't apply for it. Well, now you can with Canada.
Yeah. I don't
Which
know.
is
With
crap.
kids, I don't know. It might be different.
I don't think it will be. Like,
No?
you can't. So when I moved to England, like I used to go over all the time, right? Because that's where Sarah lived. And then I went over looking for a job with the plan to move there. And I've interviewed and I got the job. I then had to leave England while the application was done. You don't do it though. Like a work visa, your employer does it. You don't apply for it. But you can't be in the country that you're applying to. However, I have read recently, and we won't get into this, but you don't need it anymore for Canada. You don't have to leave the country. I think that's a mistake.
Agreed.
Right. Because if you fail it, if you're like, no, we're not issuing it, we're not in the country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
If you're already in the country, now they got to find you and throw you out.
Yes.
But that's weird. Like, so this guy, he wanted me to study.
Yeah.
That's so East Asian in its irony.
It's weird.
Obviously, like every human group, they do heinous things as well. But this guy doesn't have some great diabolical, horrid scheme. Or intent for them.
No, I just want to educate children.
Harder. God, that's so Korean Japanese. You've got fairly long hair.
Yeah.
Do you ever? That's weird. I think were you just pulling your hair?
I was tucking it behind my ear.
So you know who Rapunzel is?
Yes.
Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Yes.
Not the hair of my Jin.
Nope, that's a different one.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a totally different story.
I like both though.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, I do remember how both end. Okay, so there's a syndrome called Rapunzel syndrome.
Okay.
And why it can be deadly. Is that scary, do you think?
I was so terrified.
Good. So Rapunzel may be a fictional character with long flowing locks. But Rapunzel syndrome, a rare psychiatric condition where people eat their own hair, is all too real and potentially deadly. Have you ever eaten your hair?
No, not on purpose. Well, sometimes you get a hair in your mouth.
Or it falls in your tuna salad.
You can't, find it and then it's gone. And you're like, oh, well, I guess I swallowed it.
I don't actually have that problem.
No, probably not.
Whatever. So earlier this month, a 16-year-old student in the UK died after ingesting her hair over several years. The behavior caused by a medical condition eventually created an infected hairball in her stomach. Yeah. Ultimately, a burst ulcer shut down the girl's vital organs. This syndrome is related to hair pulling disorder, also known as, trichotillomania. I don't want to ever have to say that again. The condition mainly affects girls over the age of 12, said Dr. Catherine Phillips, a professor of psychiatry and human behavior at the Warren Alpert Medical School of Brown University. She added about 10 to 20% of those individuals end up eating their hair, a condition known as trichophagia. That wasn't so bad. I'm going to say it again. I like it. Trichophagia. But the medical complications can be deadly, Phillips added. Over time, a hairball can seriously damage the body by causing ulcers or fatally blocking the intestinal tract. Hair isn't biodegradable, says Dr. Mara, an internal medicine specialist in Oakland, California. For example, when Egyptian mummies are discovered, their hair is usually intact. Likewise, their hairballs can sit in the intestines, getting bigger and leading to obstruction. There's a slow buildup of hair over time, she said. You wouldn't even be aware of it. Hair pulling, Hair pulling fits into a broader basket of body-focused repetitive behaviors, such as lip chewing and nail biting, say experts. Now, let me clarify. That doesn't mean lip chewing and nail biting are deadly.
Mm-hmm.
They just fall into the same
obsessive
bracket of body focused repetition.
Yeah.
With the hair pulling version, there's a compulsion to pull out body hair of all kinds. The ailment is listed in the handbook used by psychiatrists, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, as being part of obsessive compulsive disorders. To qualify as a disorder, the behavior must cause distress and impair thinking. Phillips said, and there's a broad range of severity. No one really knows what exactly causes Rapunzel syndrome, though. And people aren't even aware that they're eating their hair, says Phillips. Also, the syndrome is shrouded in shame and silence. Because of this, it can go undetected for years. That's like so many psychiatric issues, mental issues. Like even in contemporary society, people can still view such things differently with, casting a shameful glance.
Right, yeah.
Which is really stupid. Like, obviously, I'm not being profound here, but, it's when I've talked to friends or people I know who are having trouble, I'm like, why don't you go talk to somebody?
Mm-hmm.
And it's no different. Like, if somebody had chest pains, you'd call them a moron for not getting it looked at.
Right.
What the hell's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of your body.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain is the single most important thing in your body.
Absolutely.
In fact, it's what everything else in your body works to do.
Right.
Works to support your brain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's weird, eh? Like eating your own hair.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture that. How, do they just pull out one hair and eat that said hair, or
how do you get it down?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sorry, that was my gag noise.
Yeah. Because
there's nothing more revolting. Well, there's some things more revolting, like my gag noise. But when you get a hair at the back of your mouth.
Yes.
And you're like, no,
oh.
somebody help.
Somebody help.
You flag down cars on the street hoping they have a tweezers or...
Tweezers? You gotta put tweezers in your mouth if it's at the back of your throat.
Or pliers or something to reach in and grab that hair. Whatever. It's gotta go, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't use a lighter to burn it out, but
I
want that
not.
hair gone.
Mm-hmm.
But it's too bad. Like this girl, she died from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't imagine eating my hair. When I was a kid, I used to suck on it.
On your hair?
Yes.
I never did that.
Yeah.
But then I never had long hair like that. How was that?
I don't know. I just would put it across my mouth. This is just not. We're just going to talk about something else.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you another question, but I'm not going to.
I can't even now.
But that's really horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Pulling. I was trying to pull my hair and I realized I don't have any because I shaved my head this weekend. Shut up.
Well, I know quite a few people. There was another girl I went to high school with, and she would twirl her hair like this all the time, always twirling.
Not pulling it out.
Not pulling, but it would pull out. Like she would have bald spots because she did it so often. It was just I touch my hair a lot. I know I do. So if I put it back, it's better. But if I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, I'm constantly doing this. Constantly.
Why?
Oh.
No, but does it feel good? Does it?
Not really. It's just I need to keep my hands busy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's, yeah.
I just winked at her, that's why.
That was weird. I don't think you've ever winked at me before.
It's a very exaggerated Hollywood-esque wink. I did it again. Is your friend okay that you know?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
What was her first... No. Well, what was her first name?
Angela.
Oh, was she nice?
She wasn't not nice.
Okay, well, that's solid.
Yeah.
It's really all you can hope for is to be not nice.
Yeah.
No, wait. Is to be... Nice.
Is to be not nice?
Not to... I can't do that. It's warping my brain.
Okay. It was all that winking.
You got another story for us?
Yeah, apparently I do. Apparently.
Whoa.
Yeah. This one is in St. Louis.
Missouri?
Yeah. Missing chicken strip and ranch sauce sends customer into such a rage that she runs over worker with her car.
Damn.
Gotta have that ranch.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I know.
I hate ranch.
I know you don't like ranch.
Stupid.
That's what I should have got you for your birthday gift.
Yeah, that'd have been awesome.
She just bought a big old jar of ranch.
I'd give it away.
Would you?
Yeah.
To me.
Probably not.
Oh, that'd be great. Then I could get like a new bottle of ranch.
Not happening.
No.
I do like, what were they, chicken fingers?
Chicken strips.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I like good chicken strips.
My tummy just growled.
Sorry, we're talking about food again.
We are.
Okay, go on.
All right. So a St. Louis woman named Talianne. Sure. Carter, 41. Oh, did you hear that? My stomach totally growled really loud.
I hope the mic picked it up.
that would be funny.
That's going to be our new intro music. Okay.
Okay. Whatever I said her name is. Talianne.
Yeah.
Has been arrested and charged with 2nd and 4th degree assault after allegedly spitting on and running over a fast food worker over a missing chicken strip and ranch sauce.
Okay.
The incident occurred at a Jack in the Box restaurant in the central West End neighborhood. Talianne Carter, 41, returned to the restaurant complaining about the missing chicken strip from a previous order.
Fair.
The restaurant manager, whose name has been withheld, graciously replaced the missing item.
Perfect.
The situation escalated when Carter spit in the worker's face over the lack of ranch dressing, and she stormed out of the restaurant.
How about just asking for them?
They already gave you your missing chicken
They made
strip.
everything right.
Like, oh, hey, can I have my ranch sauce too?
No.
Apparently
They're
not.
not going to say no.
I'm not going to say no.
I don't like her. But go on.
The manager followed Carter to the parking lot via a back exit in an attempt to obtain her license plate number.
Totally fair.
This angered Carter further, and she ran up to the manager, pushing her in the shoulder. She yelled at the manager, "You're trying to get charges put on me?" The situation took a dangerous turn when Carter got into her car, reversed, and intentionally struck the manager, knocking her to the ground and causing injuries to her foot and ankle. The manager was hospitalized for her injuries. But she's fine.
Good.
By the way.
Good.
Carter fled and was arrested the next day. She was charged with assault and is currently being held without bail at the St. Louis Justice Center. She had a court date set for August the 20th, so I went back and I looked to see what happened. So she was charged with 2nd-degree assault, a felony, and 4th-degree assault, a misdemeanor.
Okay.
Missouri court records show. Carter has remained incarcerated at the St. Louis Justice Center since July 17th.
Oh, wow.
She does not have a bond according to state court records.
Right.
So there you go.
So, yeah, she can't afford the bond.
No, she cannot. No, she cannot. Hence why she was so upset over the missing ranch.
Well, that's just like... I'm sorry. A lot of this comes from shitty parenting.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because no responsibility for your actions.
No,
is
none.
what that's from.
Nope, exactly.
Like you've never been held responsible, so you've got bad impulse control.
Yes.
No anger management. Like, okay, they forgot your chicken fingers. Sucks. I'd be pissed off.
Sure you would.
And when I went back and they're like, "Yeah, we're totally sorry. Here you go." I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, well, thanks very much."
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I wouldn't go in guns blazing. I'd be like, "Yeah, I was here a bit ago. Ordered chicken fingers. Didn't get them." Mm-hmm. And if they're like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, dude. Here you go." I'd be like, "Awesome. You're great."
Yeah.
And if I look in the bag, I'm like, "Oh, there's no ranch. Can I get some ranch?"
Yeah.
Which I would never ask for in my life. That's all you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
it was a very
spit at
simple
them.
solution.
Right. You 100% escalate.
Like,
no
how many
sympathy.
times have I been to, I'm going to throw it out there, McDonald's, and, something's missing.
Where?
McDonald's.
Is that a new place? Sorry.
But
Yeah,
it's
okay.
happened. It's happened, right?
Oh,
Or something's missing, or like we got a Happy Meal for the kids not that long ago, and there were no nuggets in there. Fries. There were fries, but there were no nuggets.
That's a mistake.
Yeah. And I was like, I was annoyed. Of course I was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going to go in. So I went in and rectified it. But again, they were like, oh, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, they didn't
like,
give you any grief.
No.
Right.
They're like, oh, here's your nuggets.
That's why I always go in. Never drive through.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if it's just drinks, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But no, because there's nothing worse than pulling away. Fuck, it's the wrong order.
I know.
Then you're like...
Mark will look.
No,
like, he will, like, look in the bag before he leaves to make sure everything's there.
Well, and that's why I go in.
Yeah.
I can kind of scrutinize.
Yeah.
Like, not, hey, can you put 4 more fries in that box?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not picky, but just, dude, yeah, there's no fries in here.
Yeah, but I'm not going to spit on anybody or
No.
run somebody over.
No. Like, it would never even, like, it would never occur to me to spit on someone.
No.
Like, I might tell them to go to hell or
Sure.
F off.
Yeah.
But in a situation like that, I don't know what would push me to do that. Like,
There
even
was no
swear.
reason for it.
Like, and I've never been in a retail situation where I've wanted to say that to them. I've been tempted to say, you know,
Yeah.
no. I wouldn't resort it. But spitting, certainly not.
No.
Never. And running someone over, no. That's never...
No.
It has occurred to me, but not in a retail setting.
Right. Got it.
You know what I mean?
I got what you're putting
But
down.
not really.
Yeah.
Wow. So she's
She likes her ranch.
I wonder what the sentence is. She obviously hasn't done sentencing yet. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Ms. Carter has previous arrests. I don't know that. I could be 1,000,000% wrong, which is impossible. But I could be 100% wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm going out on a limb.
Yeah, it's probably
Because if that was her
latter.
snapping point,
yeah.
there's been a lot of shit
There's
going down in Miss Carter's
if
life.
that's what's
know what
going
I
to
mean?
take you over the edge, then
My life has been great till now. You know what I mean? Like, that's the final straw.
Yeah.
No ranch.
No ranch.
I would be more inclined to do it if they gave me ranch.
Oh yeah, well.
You know? So, yeah, we had some interesting stories today.
Yeah,
kind of
we
all
sure did.
over the place in severity and absurdity. And in the world, too.
Yeah.
You know, off to Japan we were.
Yeah, we were. All over the place.
Well, you know what, peoples? We are going to go get something to eat.
Yes, we are.
Have something to drink.
Yes.
And then go our separate ways and decompress on this Sunday afternoon. Hey?
Yeah. I like it.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, sure.
Do it.
Yeah, you guys can check us out online.
should.
You can go to our website at absurdthepodcast.com. And there you'll find all of the links to all of the social streams and where you can listen to us and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you can check us out, follow, like, share, subscribe, do all the things.
Yeah, and if you really feel awesome and creative, well, I don't even care if you're creative, write us a review, please.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, even just a comment to tell us how great we are. And,
Yeah. You know, if you want to tell us how we suck, you can do that too.
Well,
We'd
Rod,
rather not
anyways.
read that, you know, whatever. But, you know, hey, I'm not going to oppress anyone. Yeah, so again, thank you for listening today, and hopefully you'll check us out again.
Absolutely.
Take care of yourselves and each other.
Bye.
Au revoir. That means goodbye in French.
Yeah, thanks.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.